Crucial Conversations. Book by Carrie Patterson, Joseph Grenny, Ron McMillan, and Al Switzler. Chapter 3. The Questions You Should Ask. Now that we've considered the types of questions you shouldn't ask, let's take a look at the conversation strategies that can be helpful. Crucial conversations are characterized by high tensions and strong emotions, and this is why crucial conversations are universal. They are just as common in the bedroom as in the boardroom, and just as common with your children as with your employees. So, as you think about the right types of questions to ask in a crucial conversation, it's important to remember that safety is the name of the game. No matter what you're talking about, no matter who you're talking to, every participant in the conversation should feel respected and safe. An environment of safety will automatically help to diffuse tension and de-escalate the situation. So, once you've cultivated an atmosphere of safety, it's important to ask questions that will actually help you get somewhere. Remember that sarcastic remarks disguised as questions are completely counterproductive. If your gut is angry, don't trust your gut. Instead, ask carefully curated questions that encourage conversation. Gently probing questions that are designed to stimulate discussion will also help you avoid the yes or no, shut-down answers that people often use when they don't want to fully answer your questions. To consider how these questions work in practice, let's take a look at a couple of different examples. For the first example, let's say that you asked your teenage son, "Did you go to your girlfriend's house after school?" Maybe you're not necessarily trying to interrogate him, you'd just like to know more about his day. But in response to that question, he simply says, "Yeah." Technically, he's answered your question, but you still don't have the information you want. So, now he's had the opportunity to shut you down, and you're at a loss to figure out how to communicate with him. What can you do? Well, if you employ the 5 W's and an H, the conversation might look a little more like this. You: "Where did you go after school?" Your son: "I went to Rachel's house." You: "Oh, that's great. Why did you decide to do that today?" Your son: "I just wanted to hang out with her. We haven't gotten to see each other much lately." You: "Oh, how come?" Your son: "She got a part-time job, so she's been really busy with that." You: "Oh, well, that's great for her. I'm glad you got to see her today at least. What did you guys do?" Your son: "We just talked and watched a movie." As you can see from this example, this exchange is vastly different. Not only do you avoid the dreaded yes or no answers, you also get a lot of detail about your son's day. As a result, you get to feel like you're part of his life and glean details that you can use to keep the conversation going. But none of that would have happened if you simply asked the question, "Did you go to your girlfriend's house today?" So, wherever possible, remember to avoid questions that can be answered with yes or no, as well as questions that have a confrontational tone. Instead, ask questions like those above that will invite the other person to respond in detail.